Do you want something magical to look forward to this holiday season? I do. Jessie here from Tonkadale, and I'm going to show you how to plant Amaryllis and Paperwhites just in time for winter holiday magic. This is an Amaryllis bulb, and the word Amaryllis comes from a Greek word that means to sparkle. Paperwhites are in the daffodil or narcissus family and are also quite beautiful at holiday time. You can plant Paperwhites and Amaryllis either in soil, water, or pebbles, and I'm going to show you how. The easiest way to do it is to plant them in water. I have these bulb vases and I bring them out every year, and I put 3 down the center of my table, and it is such a joy to watch them sprout and bloom all winter long. So what I do is I choose a nice firm bulb, clean the roots off a little bit because you want to see how pretty they are, and then I simply drop them in my vase, fill it with water just below the base of the bulb. You only want the roots submerged, not the bulb. Otherwise that causes a soggy bottom bulb. You don't want to be a part of the soggy bottom bulb club. Then these roots are so beautiful. It's fun to watch them grow and expand. Amaryllis shoots up a long stem, which is supported by the cylinder shape of the glass, and you'll have 2 or 3 stems resulting in beautiful blooms shoot up from one single bulb. If you're planting a bulb in soil, choose a pot whose diameter is 1 to 2 inches wider than the bulb. Amaryllis and Paperwhites like to be nice and snug. Any extra soil will hold extra water against the bulb. To plant, let's use our new Tonkadale indoor potting mix. Rip, glove up. I love this elegant pottery by Berg's. It's just classic terracotta, and I collect the rose color at my house. Super fun to mix and match, collect them all. Fill with soil about 2/3 of the way up. Keep your tag so you know what color you have. Again, clean up those roots a little bit. Gently place in the soil. You'll want the top 1/3 of the bulb exposed. Then you can come in with your soil scoop and backfill, kind of tamping it down as we go. Who made this mess? I like to create a top dressing with sheet moss. I've just put some sheet moss in a little bit of water, let it soak up so it's nice and pliable, and I will just nestle it around the bulb. If you're purchasing an already planted bulb, you'll see that we like to top dress with the cutest little hemlock cones. Those are super fun. It's like a little cone fairy came by and sprinkled winter goodness all around. Oh my gosh. What a great gift. Just like so cute. Add your identification tag so you know which color you bought. This one's Samba. It's white with red striping. So cheerful. I wish we had some of the bulbs sprouting. We don't just yet, but you're going to see a really cute like stem emerge from the center of the bulb, and then the blooms will be about this high. Timing on the bulbs is kind of interesting. It is going to depend a lot on how much moisture they're given, how much heat or the temperature they're growing in, and the amount of sunlight. All of those things together are what's going to signal this bulb to wake up and start growing. Not a perfect science, but you can expect an Amaryllis bulb to bloom 6 to 8 weeks after you plant it, and a Paperwhite bulb within 3 to 4 weeks. Now with Paperwhite bulbs, you can plant them in water, in pebbles, also in potting soil. It's nice to clump multiples together, 3, 5, 7. Then you have a nice lush arrangement. And especially for Paperwhites would be to take some twigs, maybe something you have at home, or if you're doing your spruce top pots, maybe you have some extra dogwood. Here we have birch tips. It is kind of nice to add a bit of a support or a trellis. Sometimes those stems get pretty tall or heavy, especially with Paperwhites. You might add some twiggies in there, but it kind of gives you a little forest feel. It's very forest forward, cottagecore vibes. That's cute. Sakyat. Oh, so. I've seen Paperwhites and Amaryllis bloom at different heights, and that is going to depend on the amount of light they're getting. If they're in brighter light, they're going to tend to stay more compact and bloom on a shorter stem. If they're in lower light, they're going to tend to stretch, and you'll see them actually bend towards the light, and you have a more elongated stem. So it's a good idea to keep them in bright and direct light. And then also, if you do get that bend in the stem, just rotate them so then they find the light going the other direction and straighten out. Paperwhites and amaryllis don't need a ton of water. I would water them in when you plant them and then let the soil dry down maybe halfway. Remember, excess moisture is going to cause a soggy bottom bulb, and nobody wants that. And while you're shopping, make sure to pick up our beautifully illustrated How to Plant and Grow Amaryllis and Paperwhites infographic. You can find it in the blog on our website as well. Amaryllis are here, Paperwhites are here, and that means it's time to bring beauty indoors. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at Tonkadale.